San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos. And the Aztecs will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the New Mexico Lobos offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager. That's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Wants to fire on second down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
The Lobos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Looking for the score. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New Mexico.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week we danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aztecs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most. And there's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. And that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Sutton. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Punt is in the air. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Aztecs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. New set of downs after the completion. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Running into the open space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Quarterback keeps it. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Aztecs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. It's a draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the break. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. The back knew exactly what he had to get to get 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over Duke. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Quick handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. still in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Using his legs, it's Sutton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Sutton. Inside the 45. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Aztecs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, San Diego State! Fit it in the window for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. Go with the little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heave. He'll heave it deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Lobos send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll be got it out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Going right to work up top. Quick completion on the out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Aztecs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. QB draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. The Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw.
This up.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Lobos will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the RPO, complete. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Aztecs have moved it inside the 20. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping on the sides all the time.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Aztecs are threatening on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Aztecs! And the short pass to put the Saints on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the play will stand after the replay move just does a little double checking to make sure. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 7 over San Jose State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Buckley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Jones. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Off the play fake on 1st down. Working that left side now. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Using the quick game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Aztecs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Got the quick pass. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's 4. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield, it's McClure. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's McClure. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Aztecs line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Kick is in the air. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And now this offense will take the field again. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a groove.
Going for it all. Touchdown, San Diego State. And the punishment has been extended.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like him. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the upright. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
The sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And they're not on the same page there. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Jones. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll go right back to him. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Buckley. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Lobos! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. He'll set up to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The inside handoff. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, the sweet feet. Got room at the 35. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And they're getting close to the point now in offense where it's full milk the clock mode, right? Run the football. Don't worry about throwing it right down the middle of the field. Keep giving it to your back and you fall forward. If he can keep doing stuff like this, get a few first downs, preserve the victory, and get out of here.
And the Aztecs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Aztecs! And the route is on. They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them an elusive 2nd win of the season.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by a field goal over Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Lobos have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield. It's Valdez. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off for the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll run play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The RPO, it's complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Aztecs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Trying play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, San Diego State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. He'll do it himself. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Wide receiver comes in motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Hey, this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, Dave.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On the option. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Lobos will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Trying to get the corner. Finding an escape route. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.